The Trojan Blade is presented by Prize Picks. What's up, guys? My name is Gabe, and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. So, sort of a different one today. The CFB 27 ratings are out, and I just got on the website. I was going to go through it, and I figured why not go through it with you guys. So, we're going to take a look at the USC rankings and ratings. This is a blind reaction. I have not seen any of this. So we'll just go along, take a look. I scrolled here to the bottom so that we can work our way up. I figured that was the best way to do it. So as always, please do leave a like and leave a comment. That helps drive the videos out more than anything. And yeah, let's just dive straight in here. All right, so moving up. Tanella Tupou, 64 overall. I mean, there's not much to go off of. He hasn't played a ton, so I guess that's fine. Moving up from there, Willie Washer, same deal. Walter Matthews, Samote Kadewanga, Lachlan Kerrigan. Man, I don't know. The Lachlan Kerrigan disrespect, 70 overall. I don't know about that. That seems a little low to me. But hey, it's a punter. Am I going to get really worked up over it? Not really. Moving up from there, we got Tamir Robinson at a 71. And I'll be honest, I think that's fair. I mean, just based on last year, guys, he was really, really rough. I mean, I'm not blaming it all on him either because the linebacker room as a whole was just terrible. I put that more on Rob Ryan and D'Anton Lynn and Lincoln Riley than I do on the individual players. But where guys like Desmond Stevens and Jaden Walker had those flashes, had those big moments, Tamir really didn't, and he just struggled in every facet of the game, in my opinion. So a 71 is fair. Moving up from there, Marquise Gallegos, 71. Just haven't seen him. An 88 speed sounds about right. Strength's a little low. The kid's a hitter. But yeah, just haven't seen much from him. Moving up, we got Kalon Miller at a 71, and I think that's fair as well. He came in and was serviceable in spot duty. Not a superstar, not going to be a starter this year. Going to be fighting for a backup job, which for a walk-on is a very big win. Former walk-on, I should say. Next up, we got Kendarius Riddick at a 72. Now, when Kendarius Riddick played against Illinois, I thought he did a very, very good job. And he has actually played, unlike guys like Marquise Gallegos and Kadewanga and Matthews. So is 72 fair? I guess. For some reason, 74, 75 seems more right to me. But moving up from there, Josiah Jefferson, the JUCO tight end transfer at 72. That's low. I know he's coming from JUCO, but when you're as dominant as he was, you look at a guy like Wayman Jordan, that translates to the Big Ten at this level. 82 speed, if you watch him play, is absolutely disrespectful as well. The dude can move. So yeah, little low on that one. In the coming roster updates, when the season actually starts, I believe he's going to be higher than that. Next up, we have Carson Tabarachi, 72. Man, he's still around, got another year of eligibility. Hope for a clean bill of health from him, and hope he can catch a touchdown in one of the first few games like he did last year. Hassan Longstreet threw that touchdown against Missouri State, I believe. Moving on up, Brett Collier at a 72. Too low. I know he's a true freshman. I know it. But guys, Brett Collier, I mean, come on. Coming from IMG, seeing what this kid did on the field against top-level competition with some of the ratings they gave out to other freshmen across the country, that's wild to me. Don't know about that one. 66 speed. Oh, no way. Breck's a big boy, but he can move. Pulling, getting downfield, yeah, that's way too low. I'm also very biased towards offensive linemen, so you have that as well. But moving on up, we have Hayden Treater also at a 73, one above Brett Collier. Hayden Treater is a guy I still have belief in. I think he can compete for a starting job. Now, he did start in the TCU game, and he had a rough go of it overall. Was not his best performance. So 73, I guess, is fair, although I do think there's still more in the tank for him. Moving on, what's next? Corey Sims at a 73, big receiver, physical, made some good plays in the bowl game, but just haven't seen a lot of them, so I get that. Also, there's probably going to be some guys left off of this, as there are every single year, guys that aren't included in the game at initial launch. I don't know who that is. I haven't seen a list or anything. So if you notice anyone missing, make sure to comment down below. If there's any really big players missing, hopefully I'll notice, but we'll see. Guys, Prize Picks is the presenting partner of the Trojan Blade here on YouTube, and there is not a better time to head over there and get started than right now. All you have to do to start playing with America's #1 daily fantasy sports app is click that link down below in the description, sign up for Prize Picks with code HMA, and you're going to get $50 on lineups instantly when you play your first $5 or more lineup. It's a fantastic deal and one you should absolutely be taking advantage of right now. Now to play, you're just going to go through and create a lineup, selecting more or less on specific player stats, lock it in, and your lineup is set. And my lineup for you. Finishing up group play in the World Cup, I have Noni Madueke to score against Panama, more than half a goal. I have Bruno to score against Colombia, more than half a goal for him as well. And Julian Alvarez to have more than 1.5 goals against Jordan. I think Argentina are going to be resting Messi, and Alvarez is a brilliant player that can always explode for goals. So shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring the video, and let's get back into it. Moving up from there, we got Vlad Diakonov at a 74. Having Vlad above Koleje is very interesting. Don't really understand that, and that's not a knock against Vlad. I think he's a great talent, but interesting thought process there. Then we got Luke Weaver at a 74, one of those true freshman wideouts. 92 is a nice speed rating for him. Is he going to be able to find a role in this wide receiver core? Moving up, we have Jaden Walker at a 74. Based on how he played last year, I think that's fair. I was very high on Jaden Walker at the beginning of the season, wanted him to play more. The more and more Jaden Walker played, the more and more he was getting coached by Rob Ryan. What really separated him at first from Desmond Stevens was that downhill, quick decision, tenacity, aggressiveness, and he lost that during the course of the year. I think he started to think too much. And I think that was just the case with the entire linebacker room, so I don't really put that on the player. But a 74, I mean, that sounds right to me. I'm curious where Desmond Stevens is going to be. I kind of consider them to be the same exact player. They play, Jaden plays Will and Desmond plays Mike, so a different position, but same overall talent in my opinion. So we'll see where he's at. But moving up, we have Cash Jacobson at a 74. Haven't seen much from Cash. We'll see if he gets on the field this year. Next up, we got Tucker Ashcraft, the transfer tight end from the University of Wisconsin, 6'5", really, really big dude. Now, I want to take a look here and see what his blocking ratings are. Okay, what are we doing? Run block, 59, pass block, 55, impact blocking, 59. Yeah, Tucker Ashcraft is literally a fullback. Like, I know he's listed as a tight end. He's an H-back. He's a fullback. This guy's not going to be catching passes for us. This is a pure blocking player, and those blocking ratings are way too low. Look at his receiving, catching 81, spec catch 75, catching traffic 80. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't think they really did their research at all. They saw that the position was tight end. He doesn't have a lot of production, so they just made him an average tight end, when in reality, those blocking numbers should be way up there. But moving up from that, we have Talanoa Ely at a 75 overall, a higher rating than Jaden Walker. Interesting. So, Talanoa Ely is a Mike. He's a kid I'm very, very high on. I think he could see the field this year. The only question is physically, where's he at? Is he ready for that jump to the Big Ten? That's something, it doesn't matter what the kid looks like, you just don't know until you see it. But if Desmond Stevens has not improved from last year like we think he's going to, he's still making those same mistakes, Talanoa Ely is going to be on the field way before anyone expects him to be. So I like that 75 as that starting rating for him. I think that's earned. And depending on how his season goes, that is a number that could shoot way up there by season's end. Next up, Sean Scott, 75 overall, the modern day edge, kind of a do-it-all linebacker hybrid kind of player. Again, good rating for him. Can he find a way onto the field early this season? Wait and see. A lot of young players in this portion of the roster. After that, Sam Heward, the famous backup punter that the entire college football world was up in arms about. 85 awareness, not sure about that if you look at his interception record, but hey, good on him. Let's see if they got his stats right. Kick power 41, kick accuracy 34. That's not going to do it for a punter, man. That's just not good enough. After Sam Heward, we have Kennedy Urlacher, 76 overall. Okay, let's immediately check his hit power. All right, 87 speed, 67 strength. What are we talking about here? 76 tackle, 83 hit power. That's okay. I think it should be a little bit higher. Although I will say, I was on Twitter and the end of the TCU game popped up, and I can't believe that Kennedy Urlacher and Jaden Walker and Christian Pierce combined for that play. That's just, I feel like I blocked it out of my memory. But yeah, they all just forgot how to play football on that play. Jeez. So yeah, I guess a 76 is fine for Kennedy. Moving up, we have Kenai Pepe at a 76 overall. Good starting point. 88 strength is, I'd say that's earned, honestly. Very big kid. He looks college ready physically. He's a guy I would not at all be surprised if he's your week one starter at right tackle. Justin Tuanuu was good last year. Don't get me wrong. But the upside with Kenai Pepe, my God, you're talking top 10 pick upside right here. I mean, this kid has every single tool in the tool belt. athleticism to play in space, to play on an island. He's a kid you could kick over to left after Elijah Page leaves. Yeah, very high on Kenai Pepe. Like that 76 for him. Next up, let's take a look. Jonas Williams, 76 overall. Now, here's a guy I want to see his stats as well. All right, let's see how good they got Jonas Williams nailed down. 85 speed. That's a little high, in my opinion. I think the acceleration is right. He gets up to his top speed pretty quick. I don't know if 85 is really where his speed is going to be at the college level. 90 throw power is exactly right, in my opinion. Not a cannon for an arm. The accuracy numbers are okay. I like that they have his deep ball higher than the short and mid. His deep ball is beautiful. He can't throw it as far as a lot of guys, but my God, can he drop it in the bucket. Good change of direction. Very good juke and spin. Break sack as well. So in the game, he's going to be a playmaker for sure. If you're playing Dynasty and Jaden leaves after that first year, man, he's going to be really fun to control playing quarterback with Jonas Williams. Yeah, very good ratings here. The only things I would change, I would knock speed down to about 83, 82. I think I'd bump up all of his accuracies by 2 or 3 points. But other than that, I agree with all of them. All right, moving up from Jonas, we got Elijah Vicona at a 76 overall. That's going to be a guy that's just fun to have out there because he's so big. He's going to stand out so much when he's on the field. Man, if you want to have Elijah Page at left tackle in year 1 in Dynasty and have Elijah Vicona at right tackle, like 6'7" and 6'8" respectively, just absolute behemoths of tackles. Let Waymo and King just run behind those two. But moving up from Elijah Newby at Mike, 87 speed. I think that's right. I mean, that's really high for a Mike. I think he deserves that. He's very athletic. He's just been a tweener, and the staff hasn't been sure of what to do with him, and that's hurt his development, in my opinion. Like, what is he? Is he an edge this week? Oh, now he's a Will. Now he's a Mike. He's all these other positions, and he hasn't been able to focus on his craft at one spot, and that's hurt his development, in my opinion. But the athleticism, the palate, if Gary Patterson can get something out of Elijah Newby, the skill set physically that he just has, that he was born with, man, not many guys have a profile like that. Moving up, we have Sean Alston, the true freshman running back from the Cleveland area at a 77 overall, 87 speed. He's not a burner. I like that. This is a physical power back, probably going to develop very, very well in your dynasty modes. Oh yeah, I'm shocked I haven't mentioned this yet. If you guys want to see like a USC Dynasty series on the channel or on my second channel, make sure to comment down below and let me know because that could be super fun. We could do it in a live stream format or we could do pre-recorded if you guys would prefer that. And I could get your input each and every week about what to do. It can be a very collaborative series. So keep that in mind and let me know down below in the comment section. After Sean Alston, we have Jaden Ramos at a 77 overall. So CFB 27 is getting out ahead of this one because Jaden Ramos is a kid physically last year. Looks like he should have been a sophomore in high school. Nowhere near ready to touch the field, yet was still a standout in the spring scrimmage or whatever they had, the closed door thing. And then he carried that into the offseason and into this year so far. This is a kid that just makes plays, that wins his one-on-ones. So good on them for getting out ahead of this one because Jaden Ramos is a guy that not a lot of USC fans know or talk about, but man, I think he could end up being a hell of a player. After Jaden Ramos, we have Alani Noah at a 77. Spoiler alert with Tristan Castro. But Alani Noah at a 77 overall. That's fair. Alani had some good moments last year. It was his best season to date as a whole when you look at the entire body of work. Too many inconsistencies, too many mental mistakes. And I know the kid's been through a lot. I mean, more than any kid his age should have to go through. But just with all the stuff that happened with him leaving the team and no showing reportedly and all this other stuff, you have to wonder where he's going to be at to start the season. Is he ready to start? So 77, I think that's fair. And yeah, Tristan Castro, I like this rating, 78 overall. Castro's a kid, a lot of natural talent, a lot of fluidity in the hips, reads the game very well. He's a cornerback's cornerback. Like that's not just his position, it's his craft. He really knows how to read and anticipate routes. I'm not sure what the upside is. Is this going to be a first round pick? No. Athletically, is he as elite as a guy like Elbert Hill? No. But he's smart. He's crafty. He knows how to play the game. He's someone I hope gets some run in those first few games, see what he's got on the field, because as we know with corners, they're Ferraris, they're Lamborghinis. They run at the highest gear possible, but man, they're going to break down. Their bodies are put under so much stress. You're going to be seeing those backup corners at some point. So who's going to be in that first wave of guys coming in? Tristan Castro has a chance to earn that spot, in my opinion. Moving up from Tristan, we have Romero Ison, Mo Ison, baby Jordan Addison, 78 overall, 91 speed. Let's see how well they got him down. So Mo Ison is a silky smooth route runner. Let's see what they got. 75, 74, 72. Spec catch at 84. He's got that really good acceleration. Yeah, I think the route running should be a little higher. And if you want to adjust the overall, you could lower a few other stats like change of direction, agility. That's all pretty elite ratings. I don't know if he's there with that. But yeah, overall, not terrible, I guess. Moving up from Mo, we have Floyd Boucard at a 78. So the question is, what Floyd Boucard are you getting? Because when he's on, he's in the mid to high 80s overall. But there were too many periods, health related or not, where he just vanishes from games. He gets blown off the ball. So we got to get that consistency there. Better down in, down out process. But man, when Floyd's on, he is an absolute dude and he is hard to move. So yeah, 78's fine. I think I put him at an 80 personally, but 78's fine. Moving up from there, Elbert Rock Hill at a 78 overall. That's going to be way up by the end of the season. 78, I know he's a true freshman corner. That's fine. 90 speed, by the way, also too low. Actually, let's take a look at his ratings in depth. I'm curious. All right, Elbert Hill, what do we got? 90 speed, 92 excel, 93 agility. That's all good. 89 jumping. That could be higher. Toughness needs to be a 99. This is a Cleveland area kid. Where's his hit power? 62, way too low. Elbert Hill can come up and rock you. 60 tackle, also too low. Play rec and pursuit, whatever. Man coverage, 84. I like that they gave him a pretty aggressive rating for a true freshman in man coverage. That's earned. The zone, I don't know. 76 seems a little low, but I mean, we're splitting hairs here. So overall, that's fine with me, I guess. I do think that toughness needs to be maxed out. Stamina needs to be maxed out. This guy was playing special teams. He was playing defense. He was playing some offense. But other than that, it's fine. All right, moving up, we got Deshaun Rideau, the true freshman running back, number 6 from Oaks Christian, 92 speed, 90 agility. Yeah, 89 change of direction. Yeah, this guy's a dude. Going to be a dude for you in your dynasties. I bet he's going to be a hard player to keep at USC because you have King Miller who can come back. Waymo can come back, or does he only have 1 year left? I don't remember off the top of my head. But he's going to be a guy that's going to be hard to keep in the program, in the game. He's going to have a lot of interest from schools around the country. But yeah, Deshaun Rideau, absolute dude. Love that rating for him. Moving on up, we have Ryan Sayeri at a 79. Disrespect. He missed a couple of kicks. Okay. He was money, especially in the bigger games against Michigan. Man, he iced that game with that long field goal. That's really what shut it down, what caused the Michigan team to wilt. Big Ryan Sayeri guy, 79, too low. Moving on up, Riley Wormley at a 79 overall. I wonder what's driving that up. Is it the receiving ratings? That's interesting. Having him above Rideau and Sean Alston. Very interesting indeed. 89 speed. Only 90 agility. Okay. It must be the receiving ratings that are bringing that up. Has to be. But moving on up from there, you guys saw it for a second there. Caden Dixon Wyatt at a 79 overall. 89 speed. That's actually fair. He's not the fastest guy in the world. This is a tactician receiver, route running, hands, does all the little things for you. Again, that's going to be a rating that's probably going to be higher at the end of the season if things go according to plan. But yeah, a 79 for him. Next, we have Jamal Jarrett at a 79. I don't know what on earth Jamal Jarrett's done to deserve a 79 overall. Doesn't really ever play. Okay. I mean, he'll be fun to use. That's for sure. Also a 94 injury rating. I don't know about that. 56 speed's brutal. If they saw the thick 6, they would know that they need to jack that up for sure. After Jamal, we have Zacharias Williams at 80. Okay. Not as high on him as others are. I do think he can do a job for you. He can be serviceable. Maybe like a level of, I don't know, Kyron Hudson maybe, but minus the insane catches. Like just that level of solid, dependable kind of guy. We'll see though. After Zacharias, we have Trent Mosley at 80. Likely your starting slot week 1. That would be where my money would go anyway. 90 speed, 92 agility. Let's take a look at his acceleration actually. All right, Trent Mosley, 90 speed, 93 excel, 92 agility, 90 change of direction. Yeah, that's all good. 88 juke, 85 spin. Agree with that. Let's see, the catching, not the highest. Short route running is good. Yeah, I like that. 80 kick return. Yeah, so this is a guy that's going to catch those bubble screens. He's going to catch swings, going to operate in that 5 to 10 yard box very, very well. And if you can get the ball in his hands in motion, this is a guy that's going to be able to house it from anywhere. I do think that if you want to have the speed be a 90, that's fine. I think the acceleration should be around a 96, 97. This is just the guy that gets going immediately. If you want to jack up the speed to 92 or 93, then that would be fine. But if you're going to have the speed down there, I think the accel needs to be a little bit higher. Moving up from that, we have Tobias Raymond at 80. Yeah, so Tobias was very, very good for the majority of the season. He had a few games where a little iffy, wasn't his best performance, but I do think 80 is a perfect rating for him. It's not too high, it's not too low, it's in that perfect middle ground. He's a guy that really needs to have a big season in terms of his NFL prospects and in terms of just locking that job down. There's a lot of guys on this roster who can play on the offensive line now. It's not like it was a few years ago. Next up, we have Prophet Brown at 80. Again, that's fine. 87 injury might be a little high given the last few years. But yeah, versatile veteran player, can play, nickel, play safety. Don't know if you want him at outside corner these days anyway. 92 speed, also a little generous. And 77 awareness, I think, is a little low. After that, we have Justin Tuanu at 80 overall. Same thing as Tobias Raymond. Copy and paste what I said. After that, we have Jamion Winfield at 80. So Winfield above Floyd Boucard. I don't know about that one. It's not that Winfield doesn't deserve to be an 80. It's that Floyd Boucard should absolutely be ahead of him, in my opinion. Small thing, but that's just my opinion. After Winfield, we have Chasen Johnson at 80. He's going to surprise a lot of people this year. Not a lot of people know about Chasen Johnson. He didn't really play much last year. That injury just kind of derailed his entire season. He's a name a lot of people are going to know. Talk about a good corner. A guy that knows how to play the position, that's very aggressive, that's very technical. If you guys have watched this channel for any length of time, you'll know what a massive fan of his I am. So yeah, 80's fine. It's a good starting point. He's going to finish the year probably 85, 86 in my opinion. Moving up though, we have Killian O'Connor at 81. 88 awareness. I like that. Funnily enough, I'm not even sure Killian O'Connor is going to be the starting center on this year's team. Could it be Tobias Raymond, who got snaps at center during the spring? Something to wait and see. After Killian, you got Devin Bryant at 81. That's fine. Veteran linebacker, can tackle well, can play the run. Don't want to get him isolated in coverage and just hope that he can play aggressive and downhill. The opposite of our linebackers last year. Moving on up, Brandon Lockhart at 81 overall. That's a very good rating, actually. Where was Albert Hill again? Albert Hill was 78. Wow. I wonder what the thought process is with that. Not that I'm not high on Brandon Lockhart, but to have him 3 overalls higher than Albert Rock Hill, that's pretty... Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one, but good for Brandon. He's going to be a very good player as well, not to take anything away from him. But yeah, strange to have him above Albert Hill. Next up, we got Mark Bowman at 82 overall, 87 speed. Oh my God. Let's take a look at his ratings. Oh, good grief. He's going to be an absolute monster. 87 speed, 90 excel, 85 agility, 88 jumping, going to be hurdling over everybody. Yeah. Oh, look at the hands. 84 catching, 90 spat catch. Oh yeah. People are going to be abusing Mark Bowman in the middle of the field. The tight end drag is going to be at an all-time high when you're running with USC. And it's funny because playing with SC the last few years, Lake was not very good in the game, in my opinion. Or maybe I just suck. I'm not sure. But having a skill set like this, oh my God, that's going to open up so many things to do in the middle of the field. After Mark, we have Marcellus Williams at 82. Marcellus is interesting. Where's he going to be playing this year? He's a candidate to move into nickel, in my opinion, with the way he tackles, with the way he comes down and is so physical. We'll see about that. 56 strength. Don't know about that, by the way. Moving past that, we have Luke Wafel, the true freshman edge at 82 overall. Good Lord, this kid's going to be a monster in your dynasty modes, whether you're playing against him or you're coaching USC. 82 overall as a freshman, 84 strength, 82 speed. This is going to be a double-digit sack kind of guy every single season you're in dynasty. Love that for him. Zariah Fisher at 83. That's interesting. He's very old. He's like 24, 25, I believe. Old for college football anyway. So good for the Penn State transfer. Moving up, Christian Pierce. And again, aside from that horrific tackle attempt to end the TCU game, this is a player that had a very nice season. They have him listed as a free safety. In no world is Christian Pierce a free safety, but okay. 88 speed sounds about right. Yeah, these ratings are interesting. I'm not sure how the USC secondary is going to play in game, especially if the CPU is controlling the team and you're not rearranging the depth chart. Could be a very weird and out of place looking group. After Pierce, we got Braylon Shelby at an 83 overall. So assuming Crawford is in the game, he's going to be above Shelby, which I don't agree with at all. I think Braylon Shelby is clearly the better player between the two. They're both good, and they both haven't hit their ceiling yet. But I think Braylon Shelby offers you more in the run game personally. So curious to see where Crawford's going to be after that. Alex Van Sumeren, the Michigan State transfer, at 83 overall, 88 strength. Yeah, that's going to be a nice little anchor in your defense in run situations in year one in Dynasty. Also, shout out Alex Van Sumeren going to media day with USC and Lincoln Riley. That's pretty impressive to come in and immediately be one of the guys who goes as a transfer. So shout out to him. After Alex, we got Desmond Stevens at 84 overall. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't agree with the overall rating at all. But if you're looking at upside and projecting to where he can be at the end of the year, then absolutely. If Desmond Stevens improves and he hits on that talent that he has, and God, does he have talent, then absolutely an 84 is a good starting point, and CFB and EA are going to look very smart for rating him here. But if he plays the way he did last year, he's probably like, what would you guys say, a 77, 78 max? So we'll have to wait and see on that one. After Desmond, we have Terrell Anderson, the NC State transfer at an 86. That's a great rating for him. Good for EA. Everyone is talking about Terrell Anderson, who's in and around USC practice, the people that get to watch these closed-door scrimmages and practices. Terrell Anderson is the guy who stands out. He knows how to get open. He's a downfield threat. Great hands, reliable, consistent. I think he has a chance to be that dude in the USC receiving core this year, even above a guy like Tanook, even above a guy like Boobie Feaster, which the fact that we haven't seen Boobie Feaster yet makes me think that he's not in here. But yeah, Terrell Anderson, absolute dude. Love that 86 rating for him. Next up, let's look at King Miller at an 87. Yes, 88 speed. Okay, hang on a second. What are we talking about with an 88 speed? 92 Excel. Okay, that's ridiculous. 88 speed for King Miller. Ask Michigan if he's fast. 88 speed. You know what? Let me look at something. Terrell Anderson, 92. King Miller, 88. Desmond Stevens is 2 speed ratings behind King Miller. What are we doing? Okay, that's the first thing I've seen that's just egregious. In no world are King Miller and Desmond Stevens like foot and foot in a speed race. I mean, come on now. Christian Pierce has the same speed rating as King Miller. Mark Bowman is 1 under King. Okay, this is just driving me up a wall. Yeah, if you're able to edit specific attributes this year, King Miller needs to be at a 94, 93 minimum. That's absolutely ridiculous. Moving on from that, though, we have Jade Abasiri at 87. Good for Jade getting his love. Deserved, by the way. The most consistent player on the defensive line last year. And yeah, that's including Jakeem Stewart, who I still haven't seen. So if he's above an 87, I'll be very surprised. Maybe he's not in the game to start. But Jade absolutely deserves his flowers here. Aside from the game in South Bend, where the entire defensive front just got destroyed, Jade was very good last year. Held his ground, reliable. Very happy to see him getting his due because he absolutely deserves it. Moving on from Jade, we have Elijah Page at 87. Again, deserved. Occasionally, I'll still get comments from USC fans, supposedly, that say that Elijah Page isn't very good, or I overhyped him, and all this other nonsense. He's a very, very good offensive tackle, and if he has a fully healthy 2026 season, he's going to be a first-round pick. Mark my words. After Elijah, we are looking at Wayman Jordan, who they have as faster than King Miller, which is just not true. But 88 overall. This is going to be an elite run game this year for USC. But man, they got to fix that speed rating. I mean, that's just, King Miller's not going to feel like King Miller. It's going to be very, very weird. I think 90's fair for Wayman, by the way. I think they got that one right. But yeah, these two backs are going to be very, very good to use. When one gets tired, yeah, this is going to be a fun team to run with. After Waymo, we have Jontez Williams at a 91 overall. And if he's fully healthy, that's dead on. He's one of the best cover corners in the nation, but he's coming off a severe knee injury. Is he going to be at 100%? In today's day and age of medicine, you would like to think so, but it's something you just don't know, especially at the cornerback position. That's so explosive, that's so reliant on peak physical fitness. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, but what a nice piece to have in year one on that defense. True lockdown corner. After Jontez, we have Jaden Maiava, and yeah, he is the highest ranked player on the team. So let's take a look at Jaden's stats here. 83 speed, I think that's dead on. Acceleration, 87. Strength could be a little bit higher. Awareness, I think, is way too high, actually. I don't think it's a 97. I know they do that just to boost that overall up there. But yeah, I would say awareness is the stat or the attribute that Jaden is most lacking in. 91 throw power. Okay, this is almost as bad as the King Miller speed one. What are we talking about? 91 throw power. I don't know about that. That's pretty freaking ridiculous if you ask me. That should be at least a 95. At least. Did we just forget that 2024 existed? When he came in and was just launching bombs every single time he threw the ball? All right, don't know about that. The throw accuracy short might as well be a 99. He's the best swing and screen thrower I've ever seen. The touch, leading his target to perfection. He's an absolute magician when he's throwing the short game like that. The best I've ever seen. Toughness 97, stamina 95, injury 96. That all checks out. Yeah, so with Jaden, I think the awareness should be 86, 87, and the throw power needs to be 95 or 96. That would be the big change for me. But man, there's a lot of players missing on this list. Off the top of my head, Jakeem Stewart, Booby Feaster, and I know I'm going to get flamed for this in the comment section. Who else am I missing? I know there's like some really obvious ones, but I've kind of just been talking about players and ratings for however long this video is, so my brain's kind of not working at the moment. But we have players missing, bottom line, right? And I don't understand why anyone doesn't just opt into the game. I find that very strange. I don't understand the thinking behind that one bit. So that's unfortunate. Don't understand it. Oh, Tanook Hines. Where's Tanook Hines? Yeah, that's a big miss as well. That's probably, Terrell Anderson, I think, is going to be wide receiver 1 from a stat standpoint. But Tanook's right there. Like, yeah, I don't know about that one too. That sucks. So there's some big pieces missing from this USC roster in this game. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, what did you guys think about this roster and the ratings? What did you agree with? What did you disagree with? What would you change? Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. If you did happen to enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate you guys being here. You're all awesome. And as always, take care and fight on.